Peace be with you and welcome back to my channel for another video, another spiritual download. If this is your first time coming across my channel, I say hey, hi, and hello. You're more than welcome to like, share, subscribe, unsubscribe, call on the Most High, read a scripture, which I highly suggest that you do. It's quite helpful on your spiritual path before coming to this video. Why? Because that's my disclaimer per me, per spirit, per spiritual contract, spiritual law, right? So when I have to stand before the Most High at the end of my days when I'm 111, and the Most High asks me, did I guide people? And did I use my gift for the greater good of humanity? Was I obedient? I want to be able to say yes. But I need you, watcher, cross-watcher, karmic, divine being, last but not least, star seeds, earth angels. I need you to come in with the spirit of discernment so that you know what messages are resonating with you and what is not. Just leave that for somebody else, period. Okay? I've already done my appropriate protection calls. I've called upon my divine spirit guides to put a shield of protection over us and the listeners of this video. I pray that you have too. Needless to say, I call upon the Archangel Raphael that will provide peace in the message so that if we hear something that could be quite upsetting, we want the Most High to give us peace that surpasses all understanding and gratitude for the truth, right? Because they always say, I want to know the truth, but can you handle the truth? Because once you know the truth, divine being, once you know, you're now obligated and accountable to do what? To apply the truth to your life, okay? Well, I was going to do a zodiac sign, but you know, spirit is on the remix. So we're going to go ahead and just remix it and freestyle it. Yeah, Emperor's here, Aries energy. You got the Hierophant, Taurus energy. The Eight of Pentacles represents in any spread toil and labor, okay? Practitioner all day. Could be somebody like myself, could be other practitioners collectively, could be 8 or more. I feel like there's 8 or more powerful spiritual practitioners in the 5D and above that are really fighting for the divine beings, that are really, truly, honestly, like doing some work that surpasses what's normal in terms of spirituality. These are spiritual beasts. 8 or more divine people that are connected in the 5D and above. They may not have ever met before, okay? In the physical, in the 3D. Needless to say, let's go ahead and get into the message. Whoever they are, they're not playing. I can't make this up. And this is an impromptu message, okay? I didn't plan it. I was going to do Leo, honestly. And Spirit was like, you know, once I pray, I'm obedient to Spirit. Listen, listen, listen. This is a very urgent message for the collective, okay? You have at least 8 people a part of the soul tribe, if not more. That could be 8 people, 800, 18, 88, 800, 80,000, 80 million, 8 million, 8. The number 8. You have some very powerful light beings operating all over this entire planet, praying for the collective. I had to say that again because I really want you to understand and do your best to just imagine what that looks like, what that feels like. People that see that you're on your divine path and they've come to wake you up, okay? This is not a savior's complex type of an energy. This is an obedient to Spirit, the Most High, Yeshua HaMashiach, the Savior, Christo Lofi, the Son of the Most High God, the great example, the Holy Spirit, right? This is that type of an energy. These people are very, very, very powerful. The Emperor represents control, also represents fire as the element for Aries. Fire and desire, I just heard. Fire has the power to destroy in war, spiritual war. Okay. The 5 of Pentacles is here. Somebody could be born in May. Somebody could be born in August. Somebody might be born in 1985. Just a random download, okay, in between this very urgent message. Yeah. Queen of Wands is here representing fire and desire, okay? Heavy on the fire sign energy. A lot of fire sign energies. A lot of very powerful practitioners fighting behind the scenes for the greater good of humanity. These are the people that do not have any social media platforms. Okay? You cannot just approach them to get a reading. They're not working like that. They're just not accessible to the naked eye, to the public like that. I'm getting by referral only type of the practitioner. Very, very powerful. Superhero energies. Yeah. Fire. I don't know where this is coming from, but I'm sitting back just like y'all getting the message from Spirit, because when you're being used by the Most High, that's exactly the way that it is. You allow the Holy Spirit to speak through you. So I too sit back just like you in awe of what messages that Spirit wants us to know. Spirit says the time is now. This is the entire planet, the world. This represents doors and portals being closed that no man can open, only by way of the Messiah and or the Most High God above all things. Keys are being snatched from people who abuse their power. Karma is here, Spirit says. Travesty is here for those who have denied the love of the Most High. The patience, yeah, listen. This is what I hear Spirit saying. Spirit says, what I'm about to tell you is the truth, the whole truth, so help me. So if you have not done your meditation, if you've not sat with your higher self, if you've not called on your divine ancestors before coming into this reading, I highly recommend that you do that. Least you be out of order. That is a spiritual violation per the law, per the spiritual law. If you haven't, I recommend that you stop this video, because what I'm about to give might be too heavy for you to put down. This is going to be the meat, the potatoes, the steak, the roast. This is about to be the bulk. We're going into solid spiritual food. No more baby food. We still got some babies that we got to get through the dark night of the soul. We're here to help you. Don't worry. You're not dying. You're just ascending, okay? Be careful about projections, illusions, people scrying in mirrors, okay? Why do we say be able to accept the truth? Because once you have the information, you're now accountable to leave this reading and go and apply it to your life in real time. You still have a life to live. Needless to say, show us what's going on. Thank you. Karma is here. People are trying to get away. They're driving fast. They're wanting to cause interruption in your life, distractions. Listen, Spirit says. This is about listening to Spirit. This is about listening to Spirit. The Wheel of Fortune is here. Okay, the judgment angels have gotten the order from the Most High. It is written. There's a timeline of which certain things are supposed to happen, and the time is now. So people are saying, get ready. No, there's no more get ready. This is it. Showtime. Everything that you've learned up until this point, no matter how old you are, you were destined to be in the world at this time. Therefore, you have a very great purpose. How do I know that? Because Spirit said so, number one. Number two, look at your world. It's in turmoil. And you could have been anywhere on the planet at any time, any place, per the divine's orchestrated plan, but the Most High wanted you to be in 2023 on this day at this time. Congratulations, you won yourself a brand new day. Therefore, the Most High sees fit for you to do something. So the last thing you need to do when you get up in the morning, okay, is approach the day selfishly. Why? Because the first thing should be, what is it that you want me to do, Most High? This is the everything is fine card in this particular spread. Everything is fine. Ultimate betrayal. Everything is cool. Spirit is like, it's all good. You're healing. Listen. Yeah. It is what it is. As my 9-year-old says, it is what it is. The truth, the whole truth. When the Ace of Swords comes out this early in the spread, I too prepare myself. Because I'm like, okay, Spirit. Spirit is like, you ready? I'm telling you, you better come in with a discernment, with the spirit of discernment, so you'll know what's for you to pick up based on what I'm putting down, and vice versa. Leave it for somebody else. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Why is everything fine? Archangel Michael, I need your assistance by way of the Most High's permission. I thank you. Yes. Why? Everything is fine. The Ten of Swords. preceded the tower, scorpionic energy. This is ascension. This is probably your most powerful ascension. So much so that a lot of what is being told to you is going to happen is being shielded by the Most High. Meaning everybody don't have access to see what's going to happen. Even in our readings, we're being guided to filter the information. If you know, then you know. If you see, you see. If you don't, you don't. This is not a time to be asleep. Spirit is saying we're in the age of Aquarius. This is the most technology. We're supposed to be at the highest level of intelligence ever. The high priestess is here and her third eye is wide open. You could be feeling certain colors throughout your body. Somebody sees colors as energy, right? You can tell if somebody's angry. You see red, you see cool, you see blue. If they're calm, you see colors. That is your gift. Okay, don't block that. We need you to use that. Okay, Four of Cups is here. Some of you could be holding on to regret, okay, about something that happened in the past. Spirit is saying it's an illusion. Do not put yourself in the Ten of Wands energy. It's okay to fight the enemy on the outside of you, but don't be your own first and worst enemy. It's a hard thing to watch from a bird's eye view. See yourself from the eyes of the Most High, Spirit says, okay? Queen of Cups is here. This also reps. Somebody could be a rep. Somebody's really trying to get away. You hear those cars? Those cars ain't been driving by all day until I sat down here. Interesting. Needless to say, let's move on. Okay, there are people running from their karma, literally, in the 5D, the 3D, the everybody D, however they can. I've never seen people try to run from the Creator, though. Anyway, we're not going to feed that at this time, that energy. Queen of Cups represents water sign. Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Queen of Pentacles, this is your overall energy collective, okay? This is also you being rewarded by the universe for things that you've done right. Kindnesses, kind gestures. Somebody has fed the homeless for years. You understand? And you did it from such a position of compassion that Spirit is like, okay, because we're down here to work. Master ourselves and ascend to the highest good of all humanity. But in the meantime, you're supposed to master yourself and use your gifts. If I have gifts and I just sit back and I don't use them, then now I'm really blaspheming God. That's in the word. It says to sit on your gifts is a sin. The Most High is like, I put everything on the inside of you that you need. What are you doing you need? What are you down there crying, talking about you need money? You don't like yourself. What are you talking about? I put everything on the inside of you. I think thoughts of peace and joy towards you. So any thought contrary to that is not of God. Let's be clear. Show me what else I need to see. It's of God, but not the Most High God. I think peace towards you. I think kindness, healing, right? I just need you to accept that. Spirit is putting us in time out. Some of you have been watching tarot. Tarot has saved lives. I don't give a damn what they say. I'm going to tell you something. When I was going through my dark night of the soul, I got some tarot card readers that I am eternally grateful for. Eternally. It was so wonderful to be able to access my soul tribe at a time that I was on my spiritual path. And again, if you know, then you know what it takes to get to this level. Then you know that I needed my spirit team during that time, right? I'm going to tell you, keep going. Don't stop. Somebody needed to hear that. Don't stop. That's okay. They don't compliment you. They don't want to be with you. They don't want to, recognize your kindness. Let them continue. Let them keep that energy, Spirit says. Let me tell you something. Spirit is very, very, very much in my ear at this time. My ears are ringing, ringing, ringing. The Five of Pentacles represents you coming out of spiritual bondage, being left out in the cold by people that said they were your friends. Okay? Do not regret the fact that you had connections with these people. When you can go from telling your story and you only use yourself by means of telling that story, you will know that you've made it. What does that mean? I can come to you all day long and say, yeah, we broke up and he did this to me and he did that and he. No. What about you? Right? Because if you tell people to really change that around, they're not going to like what they see. And that's where Spirit wants you. If you don't like what you see in yourself, that's where Spirit wants you. You know why? Because now you have to take accountability to change something about yourself. Nobody's coming. You're it. Look in the mirror. That's your girl. That's your guy. Right? 3 of Cups represents, oh yeah, listen. I'm going to just be honest with you. These cycles are being closed out so fast that it's making somebody's head spin. The 3 of Cups for me right now, falling right on top of the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess, baby, and the Ace of Swords, Spirit better quit playing today. Listen, this card, 3 of Cups in reverse, is you intuitively knowing that people behind the scenes were causing conflict. Is this not clear? You know, oftentimes in a lover's question or a lover's spread, I want people who's learning tarot to understand this. This could mean infidelity. We didn't ask that. We're not even on that level. We're talking about intuition, spirit, all these spiritual goons on our side all over the world. All the light beings are being, you know, connected together to pray for the collective. We're so shielded and hidden that it's like, wow. Just when you think you've reached the ultimate level, the Most High comes up with something else. Needless to say, let me just tell you something. That was the energy that we were asking. We were on that energy, right? So in this particular spread, this represents violation of friendship. Why? Because right after that, the 5 of Wands, okay? This preceded the 5 of Wands. Somebody is behind the scenes. Somebody's being sneaky. They're not in your face. They're not friends. They're the behind the scenes enemy. They're not a friend. They're a group of people that are causing conflict or attempting to cause conflict in your life. Why did this fall on the Queen of Cups? Because you intuitively can see it. You're psychic, you're intuitive, you're clairaudient, you have dreams, you can feel energies, you can feel spirits, you see lights, your ears ring. You are connected to the Most High directly. Why did these cards fall upon the High Priestess? Why? Because something intuitively told you that this is what was going on in the background as you were going through a spiritual awakening. The Tower represents the veil being destroyed. Spirit did not come to play today. I just want to let y'all know. I just heard Ring the Alarm. I've been through this too long by Beyonce. Ring the Alarm. Somebody don't want you to be wealthy, looking good. Somebody don't want it. Yeah, somebody don't want you with your twin flame. Frame. Could be buying a frame. I don't know. Listen. Somebody don't want you with your twin flame. Somebody does not like how spiritually protected you are. Somebody does not like the fact that you're chosen by the Most High and they can't do a damn thing about it. They've tried, they've cried, they've scried in mirrors, and they've lied, and they could be simultaneously doing all of the above right now as we speak. Spirit is like, let them. You're highly spiritually protected. You intuitively know this, High Priestess. You better let them know you didn't get this far to be playing around with your intuition as you go within, so you do not have to go without. Didn't Spirit tell you to get prepared for the truth, the whole truth, so help you God? Some people tell me the truth. You can't handle the truth. That is what the prayer is. Help me, Spirit, so that I can handle the truth. Give me peace that surpasses all understanding. And after I leave this tarot card reading, give me the instructions that I need to apply to my real life in real time. Make me accountable. I'm accountable once I know the truth. You're under mercy and grace when you don't know any better. But when you know better, you do better, because once you wake up, it's impossible to go back to sleep. Why would you do that to yourself? That's not a wise thing to do. Don't let anything hold you back. Okay? Somebody's on a divine journey with their lover, twin flame, soul tribe, all of the above, simultaneously kind of in energy. Okay? There's nothing they can do, Spirit says. A lot of what they're sending is an illusion. A lot of what they're sending is projecting how they feel. A lot of what they're sending is, if I got to go down, you do too. Spirit is like, I don't think so. I just seen a white light shoot across my room. Why? because we're the alchemists. We have the victory. We've mastered earth, wind, and fire. The world is here, all over the world. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? This is how great the Most High is. Just remember, when you start to feel important, just remember that you're on this thing they call Earth. It's a big ass rock floating in the middle of the galaxy, okay? There's other planets too. So when you start to feel too important, just remember it's not real. You're just passing through. You didn't come here to stay, but do your job and be about your Father's work. Therefore, you'll have peace that surpasses all understanding. Keep your mind on me and I'll keep you in peace. Do not give the devil any glory. Do not feed the energy. This is what Spirit is saying. The death card fell on top of the 10 of Pentacles. Spirit is saying some of these people are dead. They're just like the walking dead, the walking, breathing, living dead. Yes, their eyes are blinking. Yes, they're, moving around. They're eating. They're doing things. And somebody's trying to get away from karma. That could also represent my aunt spinning the damn block too. Because she ain't playing. Burn rubber. Death card is here, okay? This represents them just being dead. They wanted to put a death to your finances. Like, it's just, at this point, honestly, we have so many powerful people backing us, praying for us, that can see our paths. Some of these people are famous. Some of these people are in the public eye. Some of these people are behind the scenes. Some of these people are the Harriet Tubman of the Underground Terror Railroad. Boo. You don't even know what they look like. But they're behind the scenes, praying for the collective. They're shielded and covered by God because your enemy can't even see them. Gee. Spirit is like, what do you think this is? Who do you think we are? What do you think this is? Who do you think we are? We're the truth, the way, and the light. For in those days you will know my divine chosen ones. It says, written in the promises, in the scriptures, you will know my divine chosen ones by the fruit that they bear, because I, the Most High, will pour my spirit out onto my chosen. Yeshua said, Hamashiach said, I leave you with the Holy Spirit. Before the earth was fed with Hamashiach's blood, Hamashiach said, now you have the Holy Spirit. John 3:16. For the Most High gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believed in him, meaning be him, be like him. He's the example. The Most High sent us a wonderful example of how to be. Do that. Copy that. Because the earth needed to be fed with a sacrifice for the sins of man. That is why now that our sins have been paid for in blood, when the enemy decides to show up, all you got to tell him, what are you doing here? It's written. The victory is already won. What are you doing here, Satan? Oh, just looking for whom I can devour. Well, ain't nobody here for you. What are you doing here? Get out of here. The devil will flee. Somebody's going through deliverance. Deliverance, what is that? You could be being delivered from a spirit of anger, a spirit of fear, a spirit of witchcraft, dark alchemy, anything that goes against God. You're going through deliverance, a new beginning, a resurrection of your true divine self. Spirit has put your ass in time out, so now you don't even have a choice. Before you're under mercy and grace, and the Most High was like, I really want to use you. You're like, well, I don't want to stop doing these things. Whatever these things are that have become your God. You can have all those things, but when you put those things before the Most High, those people, places, and things, habits, desires that you can't control, you're in spiritual violation. We serve a jealous creator that could kill you like that and make another one like that in a heartbeat. The gratitude that we need to show, the reason we worship the creator is because we're saying, thank you. You've given me another chance to make things right. Every time you open your eyes in the morning, you're getting another day to make things right. What else do you want us to see, Archangel Michael? You are the star. You are the stars. You are the moons and the stars. You are the suns. and the stars of the galaxy. If you look really, really close in the stars, my friend, and you get a microscope, your story is written in the stars. Where do you think they got the zodiac from? Somebody started to connect the dots and was like, wait, that's a scorpion in the stars? Don't play with the Creator. Didn't I just say that we will have the victory? We have the victory. So imagine that. Get into that energy. What does that feel like? What does that look like? This is the energy that you should be embodying. Somebody's going through deliverance. Deliverance of self-hatred. Being delivered from being too critical. Being jealous. These are true deliverances. You're looking to go another way. Spirit says go. You're going through your ascension just fine. Let me tell you something. There's never a coincidence when these cards fall down next to each other. Death and judgment. Some of these people will be judged in death. Some of them will be silenced in the grave. Not because of things that they've done in this life, but they've had many, many, many lifetimes to get this right. It's too many to count. I'm not even playing. Too many lifetimes to count. This is permanent death. This is judgment. This is the ancestors who came before you, who sacrificed their lives. They want justice. You're forgiving, but your ancestors not so much. Especially because you're setting them free by living your life. You're breaking generational curses. The Three of Wands is here. Spirit is guiding you to somewhere else other than where you are, and you will go. Somebody could have gotten everything taken from them just so the Most High could get your attention. It's okay. You're going to get it all back. A lot of that stuff was attached to people, places, and things that you don't even need to be connected to no more. If you got to leave the shoes, the dog, the cat, the Most High say, I want you to put me above everything. The moon is here. Your intuition is letting you know that things are going to work out. This Page of Pentacles also represents Earth Angel children. Very, very lucky children. Some people don't like the word luck. I do. Very lucky. The type of child that just goes into a store and then people want to buy them things or help them or talk to them. They're very wise. These are your children. Okay? You don't want them to have to get to 43, 23, 45, 38 years old before they get to this level. Spirit is saying, teach them meditation now. Show them how to control that spirit of anger now. Help them with deliverance now. Why? Because it's easier to repair children than it is broken men, says a very great philosopher and unknown author. But I just remember that, reading that somewhere. The Hangman, you're seeing things differently. This is the everything is fine card. And this is it's all good card. It's all good. Oh, she betrayed me. It's all good. You got peace that surpasses all understanding. It's all good. Everything's fine. It's all right. Oh, okay. That happened. Wow. Okay. And you're just so grateful to the Most High that you survived it. Your gratitude for life is superseding the pain. It's dominating the pain to the point where it's turning the pain into power. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you, Raphael. Can you bring other healing angels? Some of them, I don't know their names, but I'm giving them permission to intercede on our behalf here as the collective to just continue to protect us. Every hour on the hour, I lose 65,000 war angels to encamp around us and read the scriptures to these demonic forces day and night. Psalms 93. That is my prayer. That is my petition. As above, so below. So shall it be, so mote it be. The Chariot, you're moving forward with spirit. Why? Because you're being intuitively guided to do so. It landed right on top of the High Priestess. Spirit is telling you to move forward. This just does not mean in a physical sense, another car speeding by. People are running from their karma. You also could be getting away. This is my moving forward card, kind of an energy. Okay? You've been intuitively guided here to move forward. This just does not mean in a physical sense. That's what I was going to say before I got interrupted by that car. This does not just mean move forward in a physical sense. This means to move forward in a spiritual and mental sense. What does that mean? I could move clear across country and be unhealed and still allow people to rent space in my consciousness. You need to control, alt, delete those people out of your mind. Every time you find yourself thinking of something that is not serving your greater good, or it's a traumatic experience that's on instant replay, you need to be a watcher of your own thoughts, and you need to say, you know what, I don't want to think that. I don't want to think about that no more. And once you're delivered from that thought, now that you've created space in your mind, you need to replace that with a good thought. Never leave your vessel or your mind void. People from the past are going to try to come back. How you deal with them is up to you. I really am getting the feeding, these people with a long handle spoon kind of an energy. Like, oh, I live in another state, but we speak on holidays. I send you a card. I'm cordial, but I don't want you in my immediate environment and my immediate presence. The Ace of Wands is also here. New business, new opportunities. Spirit is saying stay positive, do whatever it takes. I always say 40 days, 40 nights. Why 40 days, 40 nights? Because 40 days, 40 nights can break any mental habit. Any negative habit, any negative addiction, if you really are committed and you talk to the Most High in silence, and you say, please take this away from me, and you're genuine and your heart is open and you've forgiven people that don't deserve it, but you're doing it for you to release those energies and cords from your body so that you can call your power back and poison the thieves, right? Once you do that, 40 days, 40 nights, I promise you, you will go through a death, transformation, and a rebirth. If you smoke cannabis, just pull back for 40 days. If you drink, just pull back for 40 days. If you like to have sex, just pull back for 40 days. It's a small sacrifice to seek the Most High first, and then those things will be added to you. So if you want to toke a little cannabis after that, you can. But I promise you, you're going to come out a different person, and you're going to see that cannabis that you thought you needed, not wanted, right? You're going to come out of that 40 days and 40 nights seeing that habit differently. It's not that it's bad. You're just changing your mindset about it. You sacrificed time. You sacrificed your body. You tamed your flesh over a desire that you wanted for the greater good of who you are so that you could ascend as a sacrifice to the Most High, right? You're seeking the kingdom first. If you love money, sit back. If you can take a day off of work, take 40 days, 40 nights if you got it, right? Your ancestors are whooping ass in the 5D and above. I mean, whooping ass and taking names. People are falling. Mirrors are breaking. The mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Type of a black magic for somebody that was trying to drain a high priestess is done. A lot of scrying. This is how people were able to get into your house. If somebody gave you a mirror, get rid of it. I don't care if it was your mama. I don't care if it was passed down from your grandmama. That ain't my problem. You need to get rid of it. That's a portal. Okay? That's why they're able to see into your life. These people are going to be communicating with you. Why? Because they are your footstool. Hot coals are on their head. They said very bad things about you. You're not even mad. You got peace that surpasses all understanding. You know what happened. You know family members, friends, community, all kinds of people, ex-lovers, karmic lovers, all kinds of people teamed up just to take you down so that you could not sit in this seat right here, which is the seat of truth, because it is written. Period. This is why they were fighting you so hard. This is what you couldn't see on the beginning of your journey. This is what you could not see when you were sitting in the silence of yourself and you didn't want to live. And you're like, why do I got so many enemies? What the hell is going on? This was supposed to be fun as I went on my spiritual journey, right? You remember when you started covering your head and bought some tarot cards and got you some stones and you realized that energy was real. And now you know you're not crazy because you've been seeing this stuff since you were a little girl, little boy, right? You're on your spiritual journey and every devil in hell heard that you were on a spiritual journey. Every enemy that you had came up out of the woodworks. And then you got to the level where you realize, oh, my enemy is just my teacher. When you walked up to the dragon that you were so afraid of and you overcame that fear, the dragon got out of the way. The dragon was never real. The dragon only lived in your mind because you fed it, because you believed it, because you gave that dragon power. This is the truth, the whole truth, so help me God. This is why they didn't want you to be in this position. Because why? If you've done this with your life and you've mastered yourself as an ascended master walking this earth right now at this time, right? What are you going to do? The Most High says, go forth and tell them what I did for you. That is your instructions. That is your job. That is what you're here to do. So then you go forth and you set other people free. This is why they wanted to stop you, okay? In case you were wondering, why I got all these enemies? I'm so nice. I'm a genuine person. I know. You really are. But this is why. Because they didn't want this moment that you're having right now to happen. They didn't want it to happen. They knew that one day you'd be great. If they could do anything in their power to stop you, they would. And they tried and they failed. And judgment is here. Time is up. You are the star. Judgment angels have gotten the order from the Most High that balance needs to be restored all over the entire planet and in the galaxy and realms that we can't see. Okay, we give thanks to these powerful spirit beings from other planets and realms. We don't even want to go that deep because that's only for a select few, a select collective. That's only a group of people. Needless to say, that was a little commercial break. Eight of Cups is here. Why? Because you were guided by Spirit. Spirit says, listen, listen. The alarm was sounded. Gabriel blew the horn and said, you don't have any more time. You don't have any more time. You're going to do something that's going to be quite uncomfortable. But I promise you, follow me, Spirit says. You're leaving empty cups behind. These people never had the love to give you. That's okay. Okay? Let them keep that love. They needed that love. You're seeing things from the eyes of the Most High with compassion and understanding. It doesn't mean that anybody won, that nobody wins when it's an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Needless to say, we got some ancestors that's still whooping ass. So you don't have to get your hands dirty. All you got to do is walk through the valley of the shadow of death and fear no evil. Why? Because the Most High God is with you. He got rods and war angels and staffs and angels who comfort you. They prepared a table for you in the presence of your enemies. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life, and you will live in the house of the Most High God forever and ever and ever. And then you'll be an ascended master. Then you're going to be pulling rank behind the scenes, right? Some of you like, I ain't coming back again. I don't mind. If the Most High needs me, I'm just going to keep coming back. I've been here so many times, y'all, that's a story for a whole nother day. Needless to say, fire sign is really, really out here, okay? Fire and water. Those are two opposite elements, the polarities in those, right? If fire gets too hot, then water can put, fire out. Calming. I'm getting water is calming to the fire. But at the same time, the fire can warm that water up and make that water boil as well. Spirit is saying, be prepared. This is what I just heard. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. These downloads are amazing. I just thank the Most High for interceding on our behalf. But I just heard Spirit say, be prepared for peace, but come for war. These are the war angels. This fire is war, destruction, things that need to be destroyed in order for there to be peace. At the same time, don't get it twisted. These two elements are teaching one another how to harness that energy, how to keep that gangster on reserve, how not to be out of balance. Fire again, okay? This just represents the divine beings that are coming together, people that are divinely orchestrated to be together, to love one another in divine relationships, right? They're doing the work. They're the highest on the rank because they found their twin flame. They're the highest on the rank. They did the work. When you're being molded in triple darkness in your mother's womb, the Most High was putting certain gifts in you as you were breathing underwater. Let's start there. As soon as you took your first breath out of the birth canal, there was an angel assigned to you and a demon. The angel says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, just keep walking. You walk through the valley of the shadow of death. You did not come here to stay. Don't get confused. Don't get attached to this world. Don't be in this world to the point where you don't want to let it go. And then you had a demon that had an offer, an earthly offer. And you got down here, you got addicted to things and people, places, and things, and started acting crazy, and you're in the darkness, and then you got older, and then you went into the light, right? Some of us was just born straight earth angels, though, okay? Two of Pentacles represents what goes up must come down. Infinity symbol all day long. Didn't I just say 8? This number 8. There are goons there. And when I say goons, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I mean people that have a direct connection to the Most High. Like they have a direct line, the Most High. Like, let me get the Most High on the phone right now. They can call rank over any situation. They govern the affairs of men. They are ascended masters that are in the physical body right now in this life. 888 could be 8 million, 8,000, 88,000, 8 trillion, 8 zillion. However, the numbers are infinite. This is the infinite symbol. This also represents the wheel of fortune. What goes around comes around. As above, so below. Yep. This also represents certain things being devoured. You see that snake? That snake is spitting some venom, right? Why? Because demonic entities are going down. These high-ranked people, these high-ranked earth angels, these people that have mastered themselves in the physical world, they know who you are, divine beings. They know who you are. The Most High has given them, high rank. There's nothing else to say. There's some things above me that I have to respect. There's some things below me that I'm above. A lot of things beneath me. But this is for the soul tribe. I can't make it up, y'all. Communication from the higher ups is coming through. Stay in meditation. Believe your dreams. Keep a notepad next to your bed. Put a glass of water next to your bed. Put a glass of water under your bed. Why? Because water represents life. So if somebody's sending you any negative attacks, right? In the night, the witching hour, you're going to know what to do. Why? Because most of what's going to be said here is not going to be said. If you heard that, you heard it. Get into meditative mode and you'll get the downloads. I'll see you there. Eight of Wands is communication coming through from your divine ancestors. They too are under judgment. Listen, Spirit says. I just keep hearing listen. And this keeps coming up. See things the way Spirit is telling you to see it. That means remove yourself. Pay attention to your body. Pay attention to your mind when it starts to drift off and you're supposed to be sitting there breathing. Spirit says somebody just needs to breathe. Yep. The universe is putting things in place for you to be victorious. You are the magician. You are co-creating with Spirit. Please be careful with your thoughts when you're by yourself. And be mindful of your words when you're with other people. If you want to know who people are, listen to the things that they say about themselves. Listen to how they speak about themselves. You're either going to get into their sick bed or you're going to say, you know what? I see you having a rough day. Look, I'm going to let you be with yourself. I'm having a good day. So I'm going to let you be with yourself. When you fix yourself, call me back. It's not a noble thing to get into anybody's sick bed. And people know that. This is you moving forward. This is you moving forward with fire. Fire destroys things that are in its path, that are roadblocks, strongholds, anything that has been weighing this energy down, we're a force to be reckoned with as light beings. This has to go. It's not noble to get into anybody's sickbed. If you want to know what people think about themselves, listen to what they say. I sit with so many clients, and most of their problem is what they say about themselves. Most of the times, the words that they speak over their lives is what helps their adversary attack them with black magic. It's almost like your enemy needs your energy to even make this shit work. When you stop thinking about it and breathing it and being in it, obsessing on, oh, somebody's doing witchcraft. Yeah, they are. But how about you just shift your mind to something else? It's going to be uncomfortable because your mind is addicted to that type of a thought, that type of an energy. But you're the Empress. This is not to put you down. This is just to show you things about yourself that are going to help you on your journey. I'm not talking at you. I'm talking to you and with you. Judgment is here. Spirit keeps saying, listen. Be still and listen. You might need to. Somebody sleeps with the TV on at night. That's the worst thing you can do. Put on some meditation, sounds of water, something, whatever your sound is that you need that's going to help you. Somebody needs to find the white noise on YouTube. White noise. It's a high-pitched sound. Okay? Get grounded. Go into nature. Breathe. Breathe, Spirit says. Not, but where you almost like are deflated like a balloon. Somebody needed that. You're going through an ascension. You're going through an ascension. Somebody could have the initials of WJ, BJ, EJ, TJ, Nina. Somebody likes Nina Simone. You have the victory. Don't overthink it. Use this sword. Spirit is saying, I gave you everything that you need. I got rods. That's your rod. Staff that comfort me. The Most High prepares a table for me in the presence of my enemies. This is a war tool. This is to clear your path. This represents Ogun and Ifa. The road clearer, the person that clears the path. Your limpia. You know the story. Because you're victorious. Listen, I got some supreme beings around me right now. I might even come off different today. I got some supreme energy around me that is pushing me to get you all this message. I pray that this message finds every single person that it's supposed to find at the right time. It's a timeless reading. If you come across my channel a year later, listen to this reading. If you come across it 3 days later, listen. It's when you are supposed to see it, because that's going to be the time that you really need it. Yeah, divine union. Spirit wants you to focus on a divine union with yourself. This is why a lot of us are going through hermit mode, to mold and shape us to be in these divine unions, because the Most High says 2 heads are better than 1. Masculine and feminine energy is being balanced out. You're finally finding listen, these relationships, I don't know what I did with the King of Wands. I think it was at the bottom of the deck. Anyway, these relationships have been going on for so many lifetimes. You know how many times karmics have come and tried to separate you from your twin flame, your divine soulmate? I'm telling you, you'd be floored. And intuitively, let me tell you what's so crazy. You wouldn't be floored. Intuitively, you feel it. You feel it. I don't know that movie with Will Smith when he had found his soulmate. Remember, they were superheroes. I cannot think of the name, but you'll know it. And every time they were apart, or every time they would come into close proximity of one another, they would get weak. He would get weak. She had already started to live another life, had gotten a husband. I can't even think of the name, but you know it. Anyway, the premise of the story was these two lovers, their souls were so connected that they needed to stay away from each other. There are divine unions that are like that. There are divine unions that they are married in the 5D and above. They know that used to be their love, but they're okay in this lifetime being away from this person because their love is for the Most High, and they know that they still have access to one another through the Spirit. That's just for a select group of people. You know how many twin flames and soulmates I have that I see in the 5D and above? 8888. You know how many I have that I'll probably never meet in the physical world, and I'm okay with that. Love is not jealous. Love is kind. Love is free. I can see all my twins, all my soulmates. I pray for them. They pray for me. It's beyond selfish reasons, right? Oh, I need this person. I want to be with this person. I don't want him to be with her. And then you go do karmic shit. No, this is a spiritual contract. You understand me? Somebody's in a self-imposed prison. You're overthinking it. Don't overthink it, Spirit says. Listen. Yes, you're going through a spiritual awakening. Yes, we all had to go through this. I promise you, do not get it twisted. We all had to go through this to get to this. I know you can't see it right now. I know you're like, I don't want to hear that. Listen. This is where you're going. I'm praying for you. I love you. I know you feel crazy, schizophrenic, all over the place. You don't know what it is. Did you see a shadow? Yes, you did. That's your shadow. Every time you get delivered from one, spiritual entity, another one comes with a legion of demons. It's in the Bible. You got to be ready. Don't leave your cup empty. When you empty yourself out of all the generational curses, binding all your tormenting ancestors in your bloodline. They want to be free. They're depending on you. So they're going to whoop your ass in the spirit world and the physical realm if you do not lead your bloodline to where it is they need to go. Because it's written. Somebody wants to get away. Somebody's running away from some karma. Somebody's running away. You understand me? This is where you're going. This is why they're mad. A lot of us have made it to this point. Some of us have not. If you haven't, that's okay. This is not a race. It's a journey. And it doesn't end until you ascend back to the Creator and you take your last breath. So take some pressure off yourself. You're not going to make it out of this thing that feels so permanent called life alive. It's not real, but you are here to do something. I don't know why I have to keep showing you this. I just want to show you this so that you get a visual, right? Remember when Jesus came to teach the people? He used to use Practioner. Why? Because he was talking to a dead people. Spiritually dead. Why? Because they were under the control of so many people. Remember when he went into the town and they was overcharging the poor taxes? Jesus came and flipped the table over. I don't know why they think Jesus was a punk. He like, what the hell you doing? This is against the laws of my Father. That's what he said. He came into the town and found all those politicians charging all those poor people taxes. Look around. That's still going on today. Why are eggs $1,000 for 12? Hello? Don't you know the Most High is upset at the powers in the earth? Those people that have always had more, you could have never have caught up with them on an economic level. Don't you think that he's mad? That he's calling judgment on the world? Don't you know that? Yeah. Jesus was like, what are you doing? This is not written. This is abuse of power. You charging these people all this money. These people are already poor. These people coming up there with their last money to pay in the courtyard to these old high-ranking ass high priests who are abusing their power. And they were poor. They could have never have caught up financially. He flipped that damn table over like, get this up out of here. Y'all some bullshit. I don't know why people think Jesus was a punk. He wasn't no punk. He was actually quite irritated because he kept trying to tell people the same thing over and over. You have the power to forgive sin. They're like, blasphemy. You think you better than God. No, my Father's on the inside of me. Seek ye the kingdom. He was coming to enlighten you because you're on a spiritual ascension. Have there been others like Jesus? Yes. The story of Buddha, the story of Master Farad Muhammad. It's the same story in different times in many lands. Why? Because we have to play Practioner with people who don't understand. Why do you think they say the meek shall inherit the earth? Be meek in spirit. Before Jesus died, he said, if I could teach y'all one thing, if you didn't learn nothing from what I taught you, if my life was not a great sacrifice, the best thing I can tell you before I leave, and the wise words I will leave you with, don't forget it, is to love one another. That is a true story. Spirit says, take the world off your shoulders. Once you realize, you'll begin to live. Your resources are going to improve. So if you need money, you don't get up and say, I'm broke, because you will be. The universe is very literal, for you have dominion over it. You need to say, I don't have any money yet. That's your mustard seed of faith that you're planting with spirit. You know how tiny a mustard seed is? Remind me to tell you the one time I had no money. I had no money. I was digging through my couch for change. I was on my spiritual journey. I went and I bought a white candle. My son can tell you the story. And I said, I have faith that the Most High is going to send me something. I didn't even know who I was all the way. I knew I might have been somebody, but I wasn't completely sure, right? I didn't know, okay? You know how I didn't know? I'm going to tell you why. I was like this. Even in my little mustard seed of faith, I was like this. Oh, God, please, God, I need some money. Do you know that I went to an ATM and it accidentally spit me out $500? And I'm like, yo, what should I do? I went into the bank. They had no record of it. That's a true story. And I'm telling you, that has happened time and time again. So I'm letting you know, when you're sitting here watching my video and you're like, oh, but you don't understand, I don't have any bread. But quit saying that. Have you ever seen the righteous begging for food or begging for bread? If you don't have any food right now, maybe you need to fast. And I'm not making light of your situation. Somebody has some habits that they need to break. Spirit is calling you into the light. That's where your money's going. Maybe you need to stop buying those cigarettes. People pay for what they want to pay for. They have money for what they want. But that could be your sacrifice. I just heard the Holy Day of Atonement. That's for somebody in particular. Yeah. You have people high rank praying for you. Allow those prayers to come through. Some of you could be in your head. I told you the King of Wands was going to come up. We got so many people that are in their soulmate connection right now, working together for the greater good of humanity. That is absolutely beautiful. The Most High says your tears, your blood, sweat, and tears are being held in the highest place in heaven on a mantle. The Most High just said. That's a real download. Three of Pentacles also fell out. This is you collaborating with Spirit. You, the Most High, in Spirit. 3. You could be seeing 333, but that 888 is real powerful. Show me more. Somebody could have a life path of number 8. Yeah. Somebody's pregnant. A Spirit is saying to pray over your womb. You're giving birth to a God. You're giving birth to an earth angel. Be careful what you watch while you're with child. Don't go to any funerals. You should not be focusing on death while you're trying to give life. Says Farrakhan from How to Give Birth to a God. Yeah. The helping hand of the Most High is here. These are your tears. The Most High wanted me to confirm that message. These are your tears being held on the mantle. You are special. You are beautiful. You are worthy. You're not crazy. You have a gift. You can't smoke it away. You can't drink it away. It's just like a rubber band. I remember one time an earth angel interceded on my behalf when I was about 19 years old. His name was Mark, coincidentally, like Mark in the Bible. He was definitely an earth angel. He came and he left. Earth angels are real. You could pass a homeless person and you might be being tested by Spirit to see if you're going to even talk to them, or because they smell too bad. Sometimes the Most High will use whoever they want to. I met an earth angel in front of a store in a very racist town, okay? Where they still like against black and white and all that stupid stuff. He was a white guy. And he was sitting in front of a store with his Bible. And I knew Spirit was testing me. And I asked him, did he need anything? And he's like, no. He said, I just got a problem with getting out of my own way and trusting God. He was reading his Bible. I asked him what his name was. He said his name was Michael John Joseph, or Michael Joseph John. He said, true story, that was his real name. I knew I was talking to an earth angel. I knew I was. Yeah. Yeah. Spirit is saying that, listen, you're going to get your justice, okay? Hang in there. Don't give up. Keep praying. Your prayers are being heard. Do not let These dark forces have you feeling like your prayers are not going straight to heaven. They are. You have angels, you have messengers that record your prayers, and that's how they get to the Most High. Did you know that? So store up your prayer house. What's your prayer house? Your temple, your body, your flesh, your mind. Your spirit is in your mind. Your heart is in your mind. Be ye renewed by the renewing of your mind. Think differently. This is your justice to have a new beginning. This is your justice to have divine intervention. This concludes your reading, collective. I love you so much. I promise to the Most High Heavens that I do. I really do. The love and support that you all show me, you know, the donations, like it really inspires me to just keep going. It's not just that, you know, I could do this because just the Most High said. I get so much joy and passion out of seeing people get delivered from things that have kept them bound for lifetimes. All thanks is to the Most High God for allowing me to use my gift to give to you all, okay? This was a very serious message. I pray that you take heed. I pray that you take note and that you go back and you apply these things to your life, even when it becomes uncomfortable, even when you find yourself getting sad. You know, remember, your mind does not know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So be careful what you imagine, okay? Watch the way you think. Why do you think the Most High speaks so much about the mind? The Most High has a deep love and compassion for you. The mind is mentioned in the scriptures so much because that's where everything starts. Be ye renewed by the renewing of your mind. Think a new thought. See a new vision of yourself. What you can't see, you can't be. If you can't see anything good for yourself, fake it until it becomes real. 40 days, 40 nights. I promise you, if you get up every day, 40 days, 40 nights, do something different than what you're accustomed to doing. You fast from people, places, and things, right? And whatever else is something that is a stronghold, I just heard Spirit say. I promise you, you're going to see change in your life. Give me 5 more cards for the collective. What is it that our divine ancestors want us to tell us? 5 more cards for the collective, Archangel Michael, please. What messages that our divine ancestors want us to know? Yep. Spirit is saying take control of your life. You have every right to be here. The Emperor represents a spiritual leader too. Somebody that's psychic, Aries, the head. Weren't we just talking about the mind? The Emperor represents Aries. The part of the body that Aries rules is the head. Have you ever seen 2 rams in a bush like they speak of in the Bible? Have you ever seen 2 rams fight? They butt heads. Let's all put our minds and spirits together to do something good for the greater good of humanity. Show me more, Spirit. Yeah, Spirit is saying, listen. Spirit is saying, listen, this is your soul tribe right here. Look how happy they are. Do you know what rainbows mean? Somebody Google rainbows. There's a meaning behind this. This represents hope and joy. There's also a scripture in the Bible that talks about when you see a rainbow. Okay, that's going to help somebody. These are confirmations. This is how Spirit talks to us. When we're still, we won't miss these little small messages. You could drive down the street 1,000 times and maybe you were too preoccupied in your mind or on your phone. And this one particular day for 40 days, 40 nights on one of those days that you decided to really pay attention to the signs, you turned off the radio and you look from side to side. You say, you know what? I've driven down this street 1,000 times and I never knew that lady had white roses in her yard. Why? Because peace be still. You're still now. So Spirit is saying, listen. If you're distracted, you can't hear me. Listen, you drove down that street all them times and you never noticed that it was a big, beautiful bush of white roses. Why? Because you were still. Remember, Satan is the author of confusion. He's rushy. He's systematic. Get up every day, put on my left shoe, put on my right shoe. Robotic, not paying attention. too preoccupied with toxic thoughts. Yeah, Spirit says you're sailing to calmer waters. Okay, this is from your divine ancestors. Your divine ancestors. This also represents we are the new ancestors. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit saying we are the new ancestors. Act accordingly. What are they going to say about you? If you're the living word, what book in the Bible? What is the book in the Bible going to say about you? We're the ones that have come back to help all of humanity. Give me one more card for the collective, please, and thank you, Archangel Michael. What is it that our divine ancestors want us to know? They say, get out of your head. Yep, walk away. Listen, that situation that you want to walk away from, they're guiding you. This is Spirit putting you on a journey. Gaze upon the horizon. Faith is the evidence of things not seen. Even if you don't see it right now, you will be victorious. I promise that you will. You're highly spiritually protected. Be mindful of your emotions. Be mindful of your thoughts. All right, this is the message. I love y'all. Okay, wherever you are on the planet, I know that you're leaving it more beautiful than how you found it. I pray that this message becomes contagious. I pray that the work that I do becomes contagious so that somebody else will rise up to the capacity of being a high priestess, and then they'll go and help the collective. That's what we're supposed to do. It's a domino effect. You ever seen a row of dominoes? Right. Okay. I love you. I love you. Peace be with you.